right, so today we are going to learn about all the parts of the book and then how a book works, all right? So the first thing we're going to do is look at this big book, and we're going to look at the cover of the book. So everybody say the word cover.
Cover.
Good. And so the cover has a lot of information on it. So because it has so much information, I want you to put your hand out like this and then say the word cover. So we remember, oh yeah, it's a lot of information, okay? So say cover. Cover. Good. So some of the information on the cover is the very first thing, most important thing I always think is the title of the book, and that's the name of the book. So say the word title.
Title.
Good. And here's the title right here, The Noisy Dog. That's the name of this story. And so it's right here. Read it while I point again. The Noisy Dog. Good. So for us to help remember that word, title, I want you to draw a line like this, like if I was reading the title like this. Say, title. Title. Good. So you remember title. All right. Another information that's on the front is about the author. And the author is the person who writes the book. So let's say the word author. Author.
Author.
And so right here it says, by Simon Dibley. That's the author of this book. So here's the author's name. Everybody, let's read it together. Simon Dibley. Now to help us remember that word author, let's pretend like we're writing something. Everybody? Okay, and let's say the word author.
Author.
Like we're writing. We're very serious writers. Author. Say it again.
Author.
Good. Now, more information on the cover is about the illustrator. And the illustrator is the person who makes the pictures that go with the story. So, can you say that word illustrator?
Illustrator.
Very good. Nice and loud you do. So let's say it again.
Illustrator.
Good. That's such a long word. You did such a good job of saying that long word. Now, here it is, the illustrator right here. Illustrated by Art Fisher. And that's the person that made the pictures that go with this book. So let's read it again. Let's read the illustrator's name. Art Fisher. So illustrators do a lot of things sometimes to make the book. They could draw the pictures. They could paint the pictures. They could even take a photograph and use it in the book. But for us to remember that word and what the illustrator does is, let's pretend like we're drawing and say the word illustrator. 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 Yeah. So what I'd like you to do is whisper to the person next to you what an illustrator does. Okay, so what does an illustrator do?
Write the book.
No, an illustrator makes the pictures. Remember, put your hand like this, like you're drawing something. Illustrator. And the author is the person who writes the book. So now we're ready to read the book. So when we read the book, we have to turn the pages like this. Oh yeah, now we read there, and then we're here, and then we turn the page again. We start over here, then we read over here, and then, oh, we're done. All right, so could I have somebody come up and turn the page so we can start reading this book? Come on up. Just to the first page. All right, thank you so much. I'm going to start reading. I'm going to start right here up in this left-hand corner. I'm going to start with this word, and then I'm going to read across like that. Our dog is a very noisy dog. Those are the words that tell me about what's going on in the story. Isn't that cool? So I'm going to read it again. You guys help me out if you can remember the words. All right, here we go. Our dog is a very noisy dog. Oh, nicely read with expression. So I'm done with this page. So when I'm done with this page, I have to go to this page, right? Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Our dog is a very noisy dog. Okay. Point to the page that I should read next. Should I read that page or should I read this page?
That page.
Good job. You guys are listening so well. Let me read it. I'm going to start right here I'm going to read across like this. Oh, when I get to the end of this line, I'm going to come down and read this line. He barks when he plays catch and when he is on his leash. Whoa, he's a noisy dog, isn't he? All right, so before we go any further, I'm going to have you guys look at the same book with a little book. So take one of these books, and while we're waiting, get ready, turn it around and move, turn the pages and see what you see. See if it looks something like this. Have some practice turning the pages. Sometimes I kind of wet my finger when I have to turn the page, okay? All right, so let's go back to the cover. Show me the cover up and set your book on the floor. Luca, can you sit with your legs crossed so you can put the book right in front of you? Good. You're going to need your fingers because I'm going to make you do some work here. Let's go to the cover first. Let's go back to the cover, everybody. Good. All right. One of the things we learned about the cover was there was the title. Can you point to the title on your little book there? Point, set it on the ground so I'll be able to see you. Where's the title? Where's the title? Yeah, it's up here. So let's read it. The Noisy Dog. Good. Now remember there was also the author, the one who writes the story. Can you point to where there was about the author? Where does it say the author's name here? Can you find it? Good work. How about the illustrator, the person who draws, who makes the pictures that go with the story? Can you point? Is that information on this first page too? Can you point to it? It's down here. That's right. Very good. Okay. Turn the page. And you can follow along in your book while I read the story again, okay? Here we go. Point to the words in your book, okay? Our dog is a very noisy dog. He barks when he plays catch and when he is on his leash. Now, we're ready to turn the page, the next page. Wow. Nicely done. Look up here while I read the next page, okay? At night, he howls at the moon. Ooh, oh, look at, there's a word right here. That's the word he. And then there's another word right here. That's the word howls. And I know those are two words because there's a space between them. That's how we can figure out the separate words on the story. So I'm going to count the words on this page, all right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh my gosh, there's 7 words. See if there's 7 words on your page too. Let's count them.
1, 2,
3,
7.
You got 7?
I got 4.
Let's try again. Let's start at the beginning and do it all together. Good. Okay, let's start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well, let's read. I'll read the story. I'll read this page again. You guys point to the words while I read it again. At night, he howls at the moon. Ooh. Now, look up here for a second. What do you see in this illustration? I see some eyes and I see some food, but this big structure here, what is it, everybody?
Doghouse.
Doghouse. Now, I'm going to find the word that names what's in the illustration. And it's the word right here, doghouse. See it? Doghouse. Can you find the word on your page, doghouse? Can you point to it? There it is, the word itself. Did you find it?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, follow along while I read this page, okay? Because I haven't read this page yet, right? Here we go. But he is as quiet as a mouse when he's in his doghouse. Wow, what a funny dog. Hey, let's read this whole story again all together, all right? Start the beginning. Here we go. Ready? I'll know you're ready when your book is on, the cover is up. Ready to go? The Noisy Dog. Turn the page. Our dog is a very noisy dog. He barks when he plays catch and when he is on his leash. Turn the page. At night, he howls at the moon. Next page. But he is as quiet as a mouse when he's in his doghouse. Wow, what a story. We've learned so much today. We learned, just to summarize, we learned that the cover of the book has a lot of information. That's it. Show me the cover. Show me our hand sign for cover. Cover. Say the word. Cover. And we learned that the name of the book is called a...
Noisy Dog.
That's the name of this book, but it's called a title. Title. So in this case, Noisy Dog is a title. And then we learned that the person who writes the book is called the author. And the person who makes the pictures for the story is the illustrator. What else did we learn about the book? We learned that we read from left to right. When we come to the end of a line, we have to go to the next line and read from left to right again. And we learned about going from page to page. We can figure out which are the words by looking at those empty spaces between. Thank you so much. Let's do high five for such a hard lot of work.